This is the enemy, not him as a man, but the culture. This is the enemy. In movies you have a possible, but even you even smile to them. You
En dan staat erop.
This is the enemy, not him as a man, but the culture in there. This is the enemy. In movies you have a possible, but even you even smile to them. I'm not even revolting, saying the way you have to shoot me is so disgusting. And that's why there is this strange affair of love and hate between TV and movie.
Stop filming.
DJ.
Oh, just filming me. Wil jij weer de kop er ook bij dan?
No.
Welcome everybody. You all have
to the end of time shall never fail. True Fatherland, thou solace of the souls that dwell in thee, assuaging to the full, the just no longer weep within thy borders, but adore their God. Our earthly life, compared with thee, O never-ending life, is so contemptible that we may truly say it is not life, but death most burdensome. O life curtailed and hard, when shall I see myself despoiled of thee? O narrow sepulchre, when will the bridegroom, for so long desired, upraise me from thee? O God, when shall I be wholly inflamed with thy most sacred love? Alas, when dawns the day that I may say farewell to things created, and be transported to thee in thy glory? When, love, oh when? When comes the time I shall enjoy such bliss? When comes that?
Wil jij niet op de foto? Wil jij niet op de foto?
But you can just explore.
I, blessed a thousandfold, for from a fount it drinks, which to the end of time shall never fail. True Fatherland, thou solace of the soul.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are
Long
you?
time no see.
created a room within a room. That's the basic structure of the piece. This room sits in the large room that you're in. So in a way, in the work, when people come into it, there's no outside to the piece. Once you enter this large space, you are in the piece. By it. And there are 2 channels of video in it. One of them is a large video projection screen of mountains that I shot out in California with the cameras jerking and moving around, and they're projected in a large image. And inside this room, while that's going on, and the sound of wind is filling the space from 2 speakers outside. Inside this small room, there's a small window that you can look in. And there's a monitor on a table, 4-inch monitor of a shot of a still mountain. The camera never moves. And also there's the sound of a voice that you can barely hear coming from within this room. It's someone reading the poems of St. John in Spanish, but it's real. So the piece sort of in a way is like it's like the center of the storm, in a way, the center of the cyclone. That there's an incredibly turbulent sort of chaos all around, and there's this, in a way, calm and very, very solid center that sort of anchors the whole piece.
Aye, blessed 1,000-fold, for from a font it drinks, which to the end of time shall never fail. True fatherland, thou solace of the souls that dwell in thee, assuaging to the full, the just no longer weep within thy borders, but adore their God. Our earthly life, compared with thee, O never-ending life, is so contemptible that we may truly say it is not life, but death most burdensome. O life curtailed and hard, when shall I see myself despoiled of thee? O narrow sepulchre, when will the bridegroom for so long desired upraise me from thee? O God, when shall I be wholly inflamed with thy most sacred love? Alas, when dawns the day that I may say farewell to things created, and be transported to thee in thy glory? When, love, oh when? When comes the time I shall enjoy such bliss? When comes that, when that I this dross forsake, and when such glorious victory? When shall I be united to thee, good Jesus, with a love so strong, that no incitement of the world, the flesh, even death itself, nor eke the devil can suffice to break the unison? When, O my God, shall I be set on fire with thy sweet love's enkindling? When shall I enter in at last to joy, or when be offered wholly upon love's altar and consumed? Oh, that without delay this loving love might all to ashes burn! Ah, when shall I attain to that most blessed state, never for all eternity to change again? My God, my only good, my glory, and my comfort and my bliss, withdraw me from this mire, this wretched earth, to dwell in heaven with thee for evermore. Let me be one with thee, my God, naught intervening, and withdraw thou what impedes. Thaw thou my coldness, which doth now obstruct thy love, curtailing its full measure. Oh, that thy love flamed with so fierce a glow as to consume my heart, that it dissolved or burnt me wholly, and struck from off my soul the body's yoke. Ope, Lord, the portal of thy love to this poor wretch. Give certain hope of everlasting love to this weak, hapless worm of earth. Delay thou not to love, nor to bestow a puissant love for thee, nor tarry thou to turn thy eyes on me, O God omnipotent, who stand for ever present in thy sight. Thou biddest me call thee, and lo, I come with tears and cries to thee. Thou biddest me love, and that is my desire. But thou, my Lord, till when, O God, till when? Till when wilt thou delay to answer me? When give to me that love for which I crave? Return and gaze on me, behold, I die, and yet it seems thou still dost fly from me. Ah, Lord eternal, my soul's delight, my glory, ah, sempiternal bounty, day serene, thou light, thou love, do not thy grace postpone. For thee I'll sigh, while I am captive in this prison held. Ne'er will I stay, recounting my petitions, until thou hast raised up and crowned me. If I forget thee, my God, my sweetest love, who wooest me, may I into oblivion dark sink down. Nor of entire creation let there be one who of me, sad soul, takes any thought. Ecstasy. Wrapped in oblivion, the soul doth in a single moment learn more than the busy brain and sense, with all their toil, could ever learn. Mirrored within its God, it views today, tomorrow, and the past, and faith sees here, in time, the things that through eternity shall last.
It's a cover, right?
Yep.
It's a cover, right?
Yep.
What do you think about the cover?
vivir qué será. El pez que del agua sale, aun de alivio no carece, que en la muerte que padece al fin de la muerte. Mira, no me tengas impedida.
Sorry,
Porque no muero. En mí yo no vivo ya, y sin Dios vivir no puedo, pues sin Él y sin mí quedo. Este vivir qué será. El pez que del agua sale, aun de alivio no carece, que en la muerte que padece al fin de la muerte. Mira, no me tengas impedida este lazo tan fuerte. Oye, qué pena por verte y mi mal es tan entero. Que muero porque no muero. Porque no muero. En mí yo no vivo ya, y sin Dios vivir no puedo, pues sin Él y sin mí quedo. Este vivir qué será. El pez que del agua sale, aun de alivio no carece, que en la muerte que padece al fin de la muerte. Mira, no me tengas impedida este lazo tan fuerte. Oye, qué pena por verte y mi mal es tan entero. Que muero porque no muero. Porque no muero. En mí yo no vivo ya, y sin Dios vivir no puedo, pues sin Él y sin mí quedo. Este vivir qué será. El pez que del agua sale, aun de alivio no carece, que en la muerte que padece al fin de la muerte.
He sort of in a way is like it's like the center of the storm, in a way, the center of the cyclone. That there's an incredibly turbulent sort of chaos all around, and there's this, in a way, calm and very, very solid center that sort of anchors the whole piece. He sort of in a way is like it's like the center of the storm, in a way, the center of the cyclone. That there's an incredibly turbulent sort of chaos all around, and there's this, in a way, calm and very, very solid center that sort of anchors the whole piece.
Maak ik er niet een gezellige indruk? Nu dat, hè?
Nee, je bent niet zo gezellig vandaag. Maar ik hou van jou.
Ik ben nu weer gezellig ineens. Ik was echt rotsgeschrokken. Ik bedoel, ik dacht, jezus, ik doe echt alles fout, dacht ik. Ik doe niet alles fout, ik ben toch een gezellige man.
Ja, jij bent zo.
Ja.
Maar hebben we gegeten met jouw man vandaag?
Excuse me?
Hebben we met jouw man vandaag warm eten?
Ja, dat is wel.
Hebben jullie gesproken over dichting?
Nee, natuurlijk niet.
Vandaag niet? Maar praten jullie bij jullie?
Over niks.
Ik zie hem nooit.
Over niks.
Ik zie hem nooit.
Nee, hij heeft ook geen behoefte om jou te zien. Nee, sorry, ik maak een grapje.
Hoe kan dat?
Hij heeft bijzonder in. Nee.
Ja,
ik heb
ben met hem, hij moet
ik heb al 10 keer verteld over iemand uit Bagdad.
Maar denk jij dat
hij... Joodse gemeenschap.
Maar denk je dat hij zou komen naar de kerk?
Nee, en ik zou ook niet echt willen dat hij naar de kerk gaat. Nee, gelukkig niet. Hij denkt echt, je zoekt het maar uit. En daar heeft hij ook helemaal gelijk in.
Maar gaan jullie samen ook nog vakantie?
Dat wel, ja.
Ja, ook.
Nou, langzamerhand niet meer, maar ja, altijd. Ja.
Meer of minder? Nee, goed, Linda zegt dat ik ga met haar niet naar vakantie. Kijk, ik heb iets met vakantie. Jij?
Ja, ik wel.
Maar praten jullie over gedichten en lezen jullie?
We luisteren naar muziek.
In stilte. En iedereen van jullie heeft zijn stoel?
Nee, gewoon harde muziek.
Nee, de stoel.
Ja, dat wel.
Iedereen is zijn stoel.
Ja, maar die stoel die is ook al heel oud.
Maar hoe lang wil jullie daar? 30 jaar?
Langer.
Meen je niet? Langer? 30 jaar? Shit. Ik vind het bijzonder.
45. Hey, hallo.
Hi.
Ik had jou gezien.
Hi. Ja, ik heb jou ook gezien.
Jij durft.
All in all, zo goed.
Weet je, ik heb zo'n nieuw meisje gekregen.
Maar ik vind het fantastisch. Jullie zijn gezellig. Fucking shit. Ik ben jaloers.
Ja. Waarom zijn jullie jaloers?
Ja, kijk, ik was 4, 5 keer gescheiden en iedere keer...
Echt waar?
He sort of, in a way, is like it's like the center of the storm, in a way, the center of the cyclone. That there's an incredibly turbulent sort of chaos all around, and there's this, in a way, calm and very, very solid center that sort of anchors the whole piece.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, DJing.
Oh, just filming me when I'm walking.
Yes. Zo schoen kwijt.
En dan staat erop.
Dear John of the Cross, hereby I send you my apology for my behavior during Flam. It was not right for me to take your camera. However, please bear in mind I am apologizing only because I am responsible for my own action and it is the right thing to apologize to you. Dear John of the Cross, this does not mean I agree with your point of view whatsoever or that I already forget what you did to me, either. For me it is confusing to see how you talk about respect from others while at the same time you downplay your own action to the point that it feels like as if you did nothing wrong. Dear John of the Cross, you have said a lot but it's always about you. Did you once ask about how I felt? Do you even care about it? Do you remember what you said to me when I told you not to continue because I was working? Do you know how insulting you were to keep following me after the warning I expressed? And that smiling look on your face as if you enjoyed putting me in that position and then telling me it was just for fun and everything was okay? It was okay for who? It was fun for who? Do you know how objectifying your behavior was and do you even care that I had trauma from being treated that way? No, it's us violating your right. It's our fault because you are entitled to your method because you are an art critic and journalist. You know what? I am a human being with feelings. But you didn't care, I was just an object of your curiosity and artistic purpose. All of this happened while I was working. I take my work as seriously as you regard your videos and I do hope you understand from this point of view how disturbing and unprofessional your behavior was. You mentioned that people in general respect press, but do you ever see press people disrespecting each other? Do you see one artist harass another artist at work and then says it's okay? Did it ever occur to you that it was not right, even after I actually did tell you my discomfort? And then afterwards you sent your video to me, showing off to me how great of a video you had made with the reaction you got from insulting and disrespecting me. I am sorry but for me from that moment on this just became such a joke. I do sincerely apologize for my behavior and I do wholeheartedly regret it because I gave you an excuse to justify your own behavior. You are entitled to your own artistic approach and methodology, yet I am entitled to my feelings as a person. I respect you as much as how much you would respect me. But sadly you choose to be a video maker before you choose to respect me as a person. Like I said, you can do whatever you want, the way you want it. But if you don't respect people, don't expect to always get away with it. Don't hide behind the mask of art making or think that you can do anything just because it's for a creative work. That is just such a coward excuse for your disrespectful actions towards people. Dear John of the Cross, once again, in case it is not clear enough yet, I am responsible for my own actions, and that's why I am apologizing for behaving inappropriately and caused whatever damage you.
You, John of the Cross, you stood in the picture of Chun Han and filmed him, making him forced to take your camera off. Joaquin, you make movies in a disturbing way, and I think you do this too intentionally. John of the Cross, you often do not respect the personal space of people. And as an organizer of this festival, I bothered myself here and that's why I was rude to you and did not offer my apologies.